And one of these place names are actually a hotel brand in Thailand that's gone global. And I even hear employees, foreign employees of that hotel, mispronouncing the brand name. So we'll look at how to actually pronounce the name of that hotel brand correctly. Today we're going to look at the top 20 place names that you're probably pronouncing wrong in Thailand. Now this is building on my last clip, of course, where I made a call out to all of these Thai YouTubers that are popping up, and it's great that they're YouTubing about Thailand and putting Thailand out there to the world. But for the love of God, could you please pronounce the place names correctly? Now a lot of people agreed, but there are a lot of people that came and said, well look, when we speak English we don't say Paris when we're talking about Paris, and this is the same with Thailand. So we're just pronouncing these words, these place names, as though we would in English, according to the phonology of English. Well, yes and no. And in saying that, the name of Bangkok itself, actually, if you said Bangkok, it comes from the word Baang-gòk. Bang is not bang. It's not like bang to hit. It's bang, meaning a town, and gòk of olives. So basically the town or village of olives. So that's actually what Bangkok means. Now, of course, in Thai, we don't say Bangkok. We say Grung-thêp. And Grung-thêp is a shortened version. Some people say the City of Angels. It's actually not City of Angels. Grung, city, thep, from the word where we have diva, thep, Dewa, so the city of the gods, but it's actually a really, really super long name. And if you want to see how to pronounce it correctly, I did a clip a while back. I'll put a link in the description. So yes, there are some standard English pronunciations to words, maybe like Bangkok. We don't say Bangkok usually. If you want to, I guess nobody would be offended. But if you really want to say Bangkok like a Thai, we'll start saying Grung-thêp. Those set in stone pronunciations in English are usually for the main names and words that we use all the time around the world for the most famous cities. But now we're looking at these place names in Thailand that if you just want to get around, if you're going to be saying it to other Thais and just to respect people, this is how you probably should be pronouncing them, and you won't get scratched heads. And one of these place names are actually a hotel brand in Thailand that's gone global. And I even hear employees, foreign employees of that hotel, mispronouncing the brand name. So we'll look at how to actually pronounce the name of that hotel brand correctly. Sukhumvit. Okay, so the first one is the name of the most famous road, probably not only in Bangkok, but perhaps Thailand. Goes all the way out there to the east, and this is Sukhumvit. Now you will notice in spelling that Sukhumvit, you can see the syllables here. Sukhumvit. You will see wit written with a V. This is because Wawan, originally in Sanskrit, the equivalent letter is the V, this V. And so there's this dilemma. Just like foreigners mispronounce Thai words, Thais couldn't pronounce a lot of Sanskrit and Pali words the way they were originally pronounced according to the spelling. So they keep the spelling, but they put Thai phonology on. I know that's kind of weird and it's kind of ironic given the nature of this clip, but just bear with me. So to pronounce Sukhumvit properly, it means we must mispronounce Sanskrit. But this is Sukhumvit, Naa-naa. This one we saw in the clip that I put out the other day. And I know it's normal in English. I say ah, you say ah because you're an American or from North America. You can't do that in Thai. This vowel here is the ah vowel. So this is naa-naa, and you'll notice the tone here. This line here, if it's up really high, it means your voice goes high. Ah. If it's down low, it goes low. But this is right in the middle. Naa-naa. And if you've ever been on the BTS, you'll hear Sathaniต่อไป. Naa-naa. Okay, so naa-naa is just in the middle of your voice. It's an ah vowel. So it's naa-naa, naa-naa, plaza. Okay, if you want to say plaza, if you're American, knock yourself out. But it's naa-naa, not nana. Rûuam-rúe-dee. Rûuam-rúe-dee. This is a really common mistake I've mentioned in other clips in the past, but it's really important to get this right. One, because it's a popular street that Westerners live on and embassies are located. But if you mispronounce it, it can mean something quite funny / rude, risque. So Rûam means all in together. Rûdee. This one here, it's very rare. It's from the Rû vowel in Sanskrit, but it's not U. Now I know in English they write it with a U, and so you'll say Rûdee. But if you say Rûam-rúe-dee, it means everybody in on the good whole, which has some connotations. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But this is Rûam-rúe-dee, and if you mispronounce it, you might get some chuckling. Grà-bèe. This next one is, of course, the island Gòk, Grà-bèe. This next one, of course, when you're going down the islands down south, by the way, from the last clip, Gòk, island, not Ko. This is one beautiful place, Grà-bèe. It's not Krabi. Now, I know the K might get you wanting to say K. This is that unaspirated K. Grà-bèe. You notice I put the R in, drop the R out. You can say it either way, but this is Grà-bèe. Dawn-mueang. So this is another one. Because of the spelling, we have this vowel again. Now, to do an vowel properly, you have to say E with a smiley face and then move your tongue back in your mouth. So E, almost to choking. You can hear the spit there. That's the do it smiling. It's not oo. So yeah, you write it with a U, but it's actually not oo. So Dawn-mueang. Not Dawn-mueang or Dawn-mueang or however people say it. It's Dawn-mueang. And this is the second but the older airport in Bangkok. Sù-wan-ná-phoom. Now, this is another one that everybody messes up the pronunciation, and I don't blame you if you look at the spelling. Even in Thai, if I actually put the right spelling in here, you'll notice that it will actually knock my tone out the wrong way here for this word. And so I'll put this here, Sùk-wan-ná-phoom, just so I can show you how to pronounce it properly. So this Suk means good or happiness. One, this comes from the word Varna. Again, we see this, so that's the V. This is why sometimes you'll see a V, sometimes you'll see a W. And then these two here, Varna. Okay, so Varna literally means color. And so Suvarna, the good color, which is gold. So Suvarna in Sanskrit means gold. And so this Suvarna turns into Sùwan-ná, and then we have Phoom. Now, this is from the word Bhumi. So originally in Sanskrit, we had this B with a H over the top of the B. Now it's lost the B from the B, turns into P, and then Bhumi. When you have these short vowels at the end in Sanskrit, a lot of the time in Thai, they just drop off as well. So it's pronounced like that. So the main airport in Bangkok is pronounced Sùk-wan-ná-phoom. Dtàak-sጲn. Taksin. I'm putting both of these in there because they often, one, get confused, and two, both get mispronounced. So Taksin, Sapan. By the way, the word for bridge, Sapan. It's not Sapan. You can't, again, do this art to air conversion. So Sapan, bridge. So Sapan, Taksin. This is an unaspirated T. Your tongue comes up to your teeth. Tak. It's not tak. That's a totally different sound in Thai, and it gives totally different meanings, which would be closer to the political family name that we all know, Taksin. So Taksin actually meaning south. So Taksin versus Taksin. Listen to the two of them side by side. Don't get them confused. Taksin, Sapan Taksin, Taksin, Hua Hin. This one I've seen a lot in the comments, and there are a lot of people who have mentioned that even when they pronounce it correctly, some Falang go in and correct them, saying it's Hua Hin. No, it's not. So this is Hua Hin. And the reason they probably mispronounce it is probably because of this Chinese brand Khwae. So again, in Chinese, if you have Hua, it's this Hua. You can see that the R is stretched out and the U is quite short, and it has a H. But if you're speaking Cantonese, it's Wa. This is probably why in English, because this is from like Guangzhou, they'll say Huawei. Maybe they're taking the Cantonese pronunciation. But in Thai, if you've got this HUA, you really need to stretch out the U bit and put the H in. So this is Hua Hin. Follow this contour. Hua, Hua. And again, the word Hin has the same contour, meaning stone. So Hua, meaning head, Hin, meaning stone. Hua Hin versus Huawei, Huawei. They're different. Chinese Hua and Thai Hua are not the same. Hua Hin, Khwae, Khwae. You'll remember that from the movie Bridge Over the River. It is not Khwae, it's Khwae. Now, they'll write it Kwai, I guess, in English, which gets people saying Khwae. It's the river Khwae. Probably an AE might be better. And this is really unfortunate because Khwae is actually buffalo, but it's also an insult in Thai. So it's not bridge over the river Khwae. This is the bridge over the river Khwae. Mae Nam Khwae. Pattaya. Pattaya. It's really interesting in the last clip to see how many people were saying how to pronounce this properly. In Thai, it's Pattaya. Pattaya. You've got this pa, ta. There's a little thrown in between there. It's called Gan Pra Visanjani for those who are learning Thai. And then Ya is this common tone. It's not Pattaya, or however some people might say it, or Pattaya. It's Pattaya. 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 Notice it's got 3 syllables and that thrown in the middle there is almost like a schwa. Pattaya, Pattaya, Phuket, Phuket. I mentioned this in the last clip. Won't spend much time on it, but Phu, mountain. And by the way, this comes from the word bukit, bukit in Indonesian Malay, if you knew it. So Phuket, but Phu actually means mountain in Sanskrit as well. Come into Thai. So Phuket, bukit, Phuket. It's not Phuket. It's not, however some people say it, Phuket. It's Phuket. This is an unaspirated k. Phuket. Phuket. Hat Yai. Hat Yai. No, in English it's tempting to see H-A-T and say hat. It's not hat, it's heart. And it's actually a long hat. Then the next word, Yai. This is a short vowel. Well, it's actually a diphthong, I, but it's really short. So watch this. Hat Yai. And you see both of them are these low tones. Hat Yai. Where are you going? Hat Yai. The big beach, I guess. Hat is a beach, a strip of sand. So Hat Yai. Hat Yai. Hat Yai. Pranburi. 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 Now, this one, the main thing people get messed up is this unaspirated P, and they'll say, we're going to Pranburi. Okay, they get the R to the A as well, but that's a normal mistake that we're seeing in almost anywhere. We'll see an R vowel, but this is Pranburi. Pranburi. If you're driving to Hua Hin and you keep going a bit, you'll hit Pranburi. Pranburi. By the way, if you want to use this is totally free. Just come to crackinglanguage.com and you can actually use these. Put a Thai word in it. We'll show you exactly how the tone should be pronounced. I built this so not only to teach foreigners, but actually Thai kids. Thai kids can learn to spell and learn the spelling rules in Thai like they did old style, but with a more modern tool. So jump in at crackinglanguage.com. And if you do want to master this in Thai and say it much closer, get a copy of Cracking Thai Fundamentals, of course. If you're in Thailand, just click, put your order in, and we'll send it out to you via EMS. Otherwise, order on Amazon. Siam. Siam. This is, again, a very common word, the old name of Thailand, from the Sanskrit word sham, which means dark. Siam. Siam. It's not Siam. Siam. Maybe this is one of those words, the King of Siam, we hear in Old English, sort of colonial style, S-I-A-M. But if you want to pronounce it correctly, it's Siam. Sathaniต่อไป Siam. Siam, not Siam. Asok. Asok. Now I know Sanskrit, Ashoka. But by the time it got to Thailand, we lost the final vowel. Of course, like I mentioned, a lot of these short vowels at the end get dropped, and Thais can't pronounce sh. We don't have it in Thai. So that sh sound turned to s. we have three s sounds originally coming from sh, sh, and s, all turned to s in Thai. So Ashoka turned into Asok, Asok. Notice this, so, Asok, 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 goes from Asok down to this low tone here. Again, if you want to use this tool, jump into crackinglanguage.com, put the Thai word in, and it will tell you the pronunciation. Asok, it'll tell you your tones, which you'll get bonus points for from Thais if you pronounce them correctly. Chonburi, Chonburi. This word here, the main thing I just want to pick up on, it's in a lot of towns' names, and we have it in English as well, Canterbury. This buri meaning town or village. Chon, chon, if you look at the spelling here and you read Thai, you'll see that this is not a n, this is actually an L. This is from the word jala. Jala means water, so jalaburi, chonburi, because in Thai, when the throat closes, an L gets pronounced as an N, so jalaburi turns into chonburi, the town of water, chonburi. What I'd say here is don't say buri. It's not buri, it's just buri, this nice buri, chonburi, chonburi. As opposed to the word for cigarette, which is buri, with this low tone. I'll just write that here, by the way. Cigarette is bu, and you can see ri, going down really low here. But for the town, it's chonburi, chonburi, just a nice normal voice. Anantara, Anantara, Anantara. Yes, finally, this is the hotel brand that's gone global. You have hotels all over the world with this brand, but I've heard even the employees of the company, the non-Thais, pronounce it incorrectly. So let's have a look here. So maybe if I break down the meaning of what it actually means, it'll actually help you pronounce it properly. So we have the word end, end, nanta, nanta, the end in Sanskrit. So just remember, nanta, end. So ananta is endless. Is the opposite. So ananta is unending or endless. And then with the Sanskrit female suffix a, we have anantara, 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 meaning endless. It's a really nice brand name, but I hear people say Anantara or all these different permutations. All of them are wrong. This is Anantara, Anantara. So there you go. For all those people who said, oh, you spent too much time speaking about other stuff and you didn't get into enough examples, I hope these are enough examples for you. If you want to see more, let me know in the comments below. I'm Stuart J. Raj. I'll see you on the other side.